Our next big story, we're bringing you in-depth coverage on state lawmakers' revised bridge repair plan. We first told you about it yesterday, and WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi joining me in studio to kind of break it down. Ted, on the surface, this is still tolling trucks to pay for bridge repairs. But there were a number of issues that the Truckers Association had and lawmakers had with the original plan. So it's those details that have been hammered out in this new.
Exactly, Shannon. I think the big thing for people at home to know is that the circumstances changed a bit since the toll plan was introduced last May, because Congress passed a new federal highway law. And that means Rhode Island is now going to get more than $100 million in additional funding from the federal government over the next 5 years than was expected when the first toll plan was introduced. That gave state leaders some wiggle room to look at how they were structuring the borrowing for bridge repairs, how much they had to charge for tolls. So most of what you're seeing is things being brought down. Lower toll caps, lower amount of borrowing, lower interest payments. But state leaders say they're still going to be able to do the full amount of bridge repairs they wanted to under the previous version.
And also a big thing was making sure that there was something in there that said they cannot toll passenger vehicles unless there's a vote by the people of the state.
That's been the number one thing from critics, that passenger vehicles, they say trucks today, tolls tomorrow. And state leaders, these are of course Democratic state leaders, in an effort to head that off. The old legislation did say you can't toll passenger vehicles. Now they've made it even stronger by saying you can't do it without a vote of the people. On the other hand, those same critics say, well, they could repeal that law just as easily as they're passing it, so how much does it mean? But it's an effort to say we're not trying to toll passenger vehicles here.
Right. So Ted, what happens next?
I think, I hesitate to say this is on the fast track, because I remember telling you that last year, and then it slowed down with all the criticism. But the House and Senate have already scheduled Finance Committee hearings on this new legislation for the next week. So I think when you combine that with the fact that now you really do seem to have all three leaders on the same page, I could see this passing by February break, the middle of February when the lawmakers break, unless there's another hiccup, and that's always possible in politics.
All right. Thank you so much, WPRI.com reporter Ted Nesi. And